So then, it's the Champions League playoff second legs this week. Today, I'm going to predict them. Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another video. As I say, it is crunch time in the Champions League playoffs as we will find out which 8 teams are going through to the round of 16 and which 8 teams will be eliminated. Be sure to share your comments and your predictions down below. Let me know which 8 teams you think will win. The first legs were interesting. 1 or 2 games do look decided already, but there's still quite a lot to play for. Make sure as well to support this video by dropping a like. Let's go for 2,000 likes, and it really does just take 2 seconds to hit the like button. Thank you once again so much for your support on the Champions League videos this season, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. If you hit the subscribe button, you're doing me a massive favour. We're closing in on 92,000 subscribers, and we will be back with Champions League predictions for the round of 16. Without further ado though, let's get into the predictions, and we start with AC Milan versus Feyenoord. So Feyenoord do hold an advantage. They did win the home game 1-0. The goal came early in this game, 3 minutes on the clock when Feyenoord scored. Igor Paxao with the goal. And can Feyenoord really get the job done here? Because they hold an advantage, but it's a very slender one. Now, I thought personally AC Milan would win the first game, but Feyenoord took advantage of that home advantage, and they've got to at least get a draw here, otherwise, you know, they're going to be facing elimination or possibly extra time and penalties. I do stand by AC Milan getting through this though. I've highlighted before their good attacking players, you know, Abraham, Pulisic, Reinders as well, and their good defensive numbers. I think they'll get the job done here. I think this will be a more open game, and if AC Milan score early, I think there'll be a few goals. I'm going AC Milan 3, Feyenoord 1 as my prediction, which would mean that AC Milan win 3-2 on aggregate and book their place in the round of 16 in the Champions League. Let me know your thoughts on that one down below. Once again, fair play to Feyenoord for winning the home game, but I do think AC Milan will turn it around and get through. The next game then is between Atalanta and Club Brugge, and once again the home team in the first leg did take advantage of the home advantage, Club Brugge winning 2-1. It was a 94th minute penalty from Nilsson to snatch the game after Pasalic had equalised for Atalanta, and Club Brugge stand themselves in decent stead to get through here, but can they really do it? Once again, I do think the team with the home advantage this time might just be able to turn this around. Atalanta did finish considerably higher than Club Brugge in the table. In fact, they couldn't have finished any further away from each other in the playoffs, as Atalanta finished 9th and Club Brugge 24th. Now, Club Brugge's games have been low scoring. They've only scored 7 in the league phase, and then they only conceded 11 as well. They did scrape over the line, but Atalanta did really impress me as they scored 20 goals in the league phase, and I think they will get on the score sheet this time. I do wonder, could it be 1-0 maybe and go to extra time and penalties? I think Atalanta might just do it, you know. I'm going to go 2-0 to Atalanta, which once again would mean that the home team in the second leg wins 3-2 on aggregate. I'm just going for the favourites in this one. Let me know your thoughts. Club Brugge do have the advantage, but I think Atalanta will turn it around. The next game then is between Bayern Munich and Celtic at the Allianz. Now, the first leg was really juicy at Celtic Park, but Celtic didn't really take any advantage from it. They did score after 1 minute through Kuhn, but that was obviously disallowed, and they did give it a decent go. Maybe the defending left a little bit to be desired when they left Harry Kane unmarked, and obviously Elise's goal was really good. Bayern Munich did go 2-0 up, but Celtic did pull one back 10 minutes from time through Maeda, and it just means that there is still a very slim chance Celtic could do it. But it would require one of the best performances from Celtic in Champions League history for them to get through. They will have to go to Bayern Munich and win, and if they don't win by more than 1 goal, then they're going to have to win in extra time or on penalties. It's a lot to ask, and don't get me wrong, I think Celtic have been brilliant in the league phase, but that was more so at home, and I just think now that Bayern Munich have got themselves in such a strong position, they are the strong favourites with Gnabry, Sane, Harry Kane, Musiala. Celtic might get themselves a goal, maybe. I think the best game plan they could have in this game is to come here and try and keep it tight. If Bayern get the first goal, it's a long way back. I think they will get the job done. I'm going to go for a few goals in this game. I think it will open up as the game goes on. I'm going to go Bayern Munich 3, Celtic 1. I will give Celtic a goal. I think they always do carry a threat. I like McGregor. I do like Maeda. Obviously, they did lose Kyogo this season, but I think Bayern Munich are going to be too strong, and I'm going for them to win 5-2 on aggregate, which would mean Celtic are going out. Which would be a shame, because I do like to see the Scottish teams trying to get as far as they can, but this might be one step too far. I'm going for Bayern Munich to get through. Feel free to share your thoughts and let me know, do you think Celtic could do it? The next game then is between Benfica and Monaco. Benfica did win the first game away at Monaco. They won 1-0 through a Pavlidis goal on 58 minutes. Monaco did get a red card a couple minutes later and obviously lost the game 1-0. It will take a massive Monaco performance to come here and win and turn the tie around. If they can just take a 1-goal lead in 90 minutes, can they take this to extra time? There wasn't a lot to separate them in the Champions League table, remember. Monaco finished 17th and Benfica finished 16th, but Benfica did impress me more. I think they scored a couple more goals. I do like Angel Di Maria, obviously Otamendi as well. Pavlidis scored last time. I think it will be low scoring again, and I'm going to go for Benfica to win 1-0 again, which would mean Benfica win 2-0 on aggregate and get through. I just think if you've won the away game, something would really have to go wrong for you to not get through now. So I think they will get through, but that one isn't game over just yet. But like I say, I think they will get the job done. Let's see what happens. Share your thoughts. The next game then is between Borussia Dortmund and Sporting, and this one is game over. Surely it would take something very special for Sporting Club Portugal to get through here. They lost the home game 3-0. After 60 minutes, it was actually 0-0, and they brought on Gyökeres for the final half an hour, but they didn't score. In fact, they conceded 3 goals in the final half an hour. It all went wrong, and Borussia Dortmund did take over, and they've given themselves a massive cushion. The question is, do Borussia Dortmund rotate for this game because they think they're already through? I don't know. I don't think Borussia Dortmund are going to be that casual about it to give Sporting a chance. Like I say, Sporting do carry a threat. I think Victor Gyökeres could score. He's always a danger, but I think this one's surely game over. I'm going to go for Borussia Dortmund to score 3 goals again. I will go 3-1 this time, which would mean 6-1 on aggregate to Borussia Dortmund. They might not have to try as hard this time because they've done most of the job already. But if they go all guns blazing, this score could get really out of hand. But yeah, I do think Sporting are heading out if they're not already out. Let me know your thoughts. Surely Sporting can't win that. The next game is between PSG and Brest, and once again it's 3-0 after the away team ran riot. PSG scored through a Vitinha penalty, and then Ousmane Dembele got 2 goals, one before half time and one 20 minutes after half time. And surely this is it. I mean, I did predict PSG to win 3-1, so I was pretty close with the first prediction. They're surely through now. I mean, they beat Brest 5-2 in the league a couple of weeks ago as well, so it does feel like this fixture is dominated by PSG. I will go for PSG to win 2-0 this time. Like I say, once again, because the game's already kind of done, I don't think PSG will have to go out there and score loads more. I think it'd be relatively comfortable though, because they have done most of the hard work in the away game. Once again, do be sure to share your predictions. I'm always interested to see what you have to say. Is anyone going to be brave enough to say Sporting or Brest can turn around 3-0 deficits? Surely not when they're away for the second game. The next one is between PSV and Juventus, and maybe this is one of the more delicately poised games. I did predict Juventus to win 2-1 at home to PSV, and I was pleasantly surprised that I got it right. It's all to play for though, because PSV now have the home advantage. Juventus went 1-0 up through McKennie on 34 minutes. Perisic pulled one back for PSV, and then towards the end, Mbangula snatched it with 8 minutes to go. And now it's 2-1, and I suppose Juventus have got to be the favourites because they hold the advantage and they are a quality team, but PSV fans will be quick to remind us that they've had some good results in the Champions League. They did beat Liverpool, let's not forget, but obviously Liverpool did rotate. We need to take that into consideration. I think this will be on a knife edge. I really think this will be close, unless Juventus get the first goal, in which case it is really difficult to see PSV coming back. I think it's going to be PSV 1, Juventus 1, which would just mean that Juventus get through 3-2. Out of all of the games though, this one to me feels like the one that's most likely to go to extra time. Maybe this or the AC Milan Feyenoord game possibly. I think it'll be interesting. I do think Juventus will just sneak through, but it really is on a knife edge when the away team has only a 1-goal advantage. Let me know your thoughts once again down in the comments. The final game is at the Bernabeu as Real Madrid take on Manchester City, and out of all of the Champions League playoff first leg games, this was definitely the best one. It had the most goals and it was the most end-to-end. In the end, Manchester City threw it away. They went 1-0 up through Haaland. Mbappe equalised with a strange goal. He mishit the ball, but it still spun into the net. Haaland then scores a penalty 10 minutes from time to give Manchester City the lead. And if Man City had won 2-1, I might feel a little bit different about this, but Real Madrid came back and equalised through Brahim Diaz with a few minutes to go, and then on top of that still went on to find a winner through Jude Bellingham in stoppage time. It just seems as if Manchester City really went for it and then left themselves too open at the back. Surely Real Madrid are going through, and I've said this before, they're the experts. When the pressure is on, Real Madrid deliver in these competitions. They might not have been convincing in the league phase, but when it really matters, they turn up, and you could still see them winning this competition. It would be very typical of Real Madrid. Are they going to get through? I think they are. Can Man City give them a good game? Yes, I think Haaland might score, and knowing that Manchester City are not going to win the Premier League this season, they've really got to try and go for the Champions League. Do you know what? I would not be surprised if Man City take the lead and maybe even take this game to extra time, but I just think you can't look past Real Madrid, even if that did happen. I don't think that will happen. What I'm going to go for is Real Madrid 2, Man City 1, which would mean 5-3 on aggregate to Real Madrid. Like I say, in these competitions, Real Madrid always find a way, and for Man City, they've done most of the damage in the first leg. Can Pep Guardiola pull a result out here? It'd be one of his best if he does. But like I say, Real Madrid did knock Manchester City out of the competition last year, and I think they're going to do it again. And there you go, guys. That is my predictions for the Champions League playoff second legs. It would mean that I have AC Milan, Atalanta, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Borussia Dortmund, PSG, Juventus and Real Madrid going through to compete with Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille and Aston Villa. That would be quite the Champions League round of 16 lineup. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. I will be back to predict the Champions League round of 16 games. Let's see how many predictions I get right this time. I'm happy to be proven wrong, guys. If I didn't back your team to win, it doesn't mean I hate you. Do remember that. This is just a bit of fun. Make sure to drop a like if you've enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe as well so you see more Champions League predictions, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Peace out.